What's happening, DC fans? I am Dial here with some movie news, and I know this news is probably not the most noteworthy compared to other things, but this is something I did want to talk about because this did actually really make me happy and excited. So James Gunn released his new logo for DC Studios, and I personally love it. I really really love it. He decided to take it old school. He brought back the original bullet logo from 1976. Um, I'm actually I'm really happy about that. That really goes to show how much James Gunn really cares and loves DC, and like he wants to homage the golden age and like the different eras of DC. He's going to honor all the different eras of DC. This is just showing me even more how much he cares about getting these movies right. I know it's a little thing. It is just a logo, but like it just it definitely does say a lot of like what direction James Gunn and Peter Safran is going to take this universe. And I do think that DC needs to go back to the basics, take it back to what made it great in the first place. Um, as far as the logo itself, I actually do really like the bullet logo. Back in the day, that was definitely an iconic logo. As far as the logos we've gotten after that, the one in 2005 I thought was pretty cool. Um, I didn't think it was quite as great as the 1976 one, but like still it was like a modern take on it, and like I didn't mind that one. Um, the peel back logo from 2012, I was not the biggest fan of that. It looked like a toothpaste logo, so I wasn't really digging that. And then the one we've gotten from 2016, that was in the majority of the DCEU. Um, that one I thought was fine. Um, I thought it was interesting how they had like the D and the C like designed as far as like just the the edges and the corners of those letters. I didn't really dig the circle around it. It looked too plain and thin. I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually glad they're going back to the bullet logo because I think honestly, I think that's the best logo still to this day. And once again, it's just I think does um, it does encapsulate like the best years of DC was when they had that bullet logo. So I'm glad that they're bringing it back to the basics. Now, there was this video going around from Comic Con where James Gunn officially announced the new logo, and like he made like an official intro for it as well. You could probably look it up on YouTube, like DC Studios logo intro, whatever. And what it showed with the intro, here's what I actually really loved about it. Me being the Superman fan, I like that in the intro that it starts with the 1930s Superman breaking out of the chains like it is in the comics. Like they started with the 1930s Superman breaking out of the chains, and then it spins around to the DC Studios logo. I I personally love that. And yeah, maybe it's a little bit of bias because I'm a Superman fan, but like once again, I think that definitely shows how much James Gunn respects Superman and how important he is to DC because he is the first superhero. He is. He's the character that started DC. So it's very poetic that in the DC Studios logo that he decided to use the 1930 Superman, from the Action Comics and use that as the intro for DC Studios. I think that is absolutely beautiful and it's simple. I like that it's simple. I know probably people are expecting a fanfare, just to show all the different characters in DC and stuff like that, which I probably would have still liked that too, but I like that once again they're carving out their own path. They don't have to have like the crazy fanfare like Marvel does, or other studios have. Like, they're doing their own thing. They're not worried about what the other competition is doing. Like, they want to make their own statements, and sometimes simple is great. I always say it's simple but effective, and I definitely see that being James Gunn's approach moving forward, and I think it'll be all the better for it. But yeah, that's what I think about the new DC Studios logo. I love it. I'm glad they got the bullet logo back. It may feel kind of lazy to people, but I think it's the principle of the thing that matters more. I think it just shows how much love and admiration that James Gunn and Peter Safran have for the DC universe. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get this show on the road. Um, but yeah, what did you guys think about the DC Studios logo? Do you like that they brought back the 1970s bullet logo, or would you have preferred them to make a completely different DC logo? Or were you okay with the logo that we had from 2016? Did you prefer that one more? Is there other DC logos that you prefer over the ones we've gotten? Uh, and what do you think about the intro for the DC Studios? Did you like that they put in the 1930s Superman in the intro? Did you want them to do an epic fanfare showing all the DC characters? Let me know your thoughts down below.